What's up, everybody? I have a story for you. So, when I was 16 years old, I ended up taking 6 ecstasy pills all at the same time, all at once, gobble gobble. Before they kicked in, I actually fell asleep. And when I woke up, about probably 30 minutes later, when they kicked in, I was losing my mind. I was rolling beyond control. And my friend who was with me at the time, I woke him up and I was like, dude, I got to go do something. So he didn't want to come with. He didn't take him. So I stole a car. I stole a car just rolling my nuts off. And I hopped in this car. It was like a '94 Honda Civic. It was blue, like a teal blue. It looked like this. Looked just like this car right there. And I got in there, and this was in the state of Idaho. And I left where I was at, and I headed up into the mountains. Show you where I was going. I headed up into the mountains. Here is the area that I left, and I got in the car. And I drove down this road to this one right here, and I took a right. And I went all the way down here to this street. I took a left on 97th. Now, here, keep in mind, I'm in a Honda Civic. Back in the day, this road right here was not paved, it was dirt. Still looks to be dirt, actually. So, anyway, I got on this road, and as I got up here, I took a left. Now, I was on this dirt track here for probably a couple hours, just drifting and going absolutely crazy in this Honda Accord, listening to techno, whatever, you name it. And I was up there for so long that the sun started to come up. And I come around, I don't know exactly which turn it was, but I come barreling around one of these corners and I pulled that e-brake and I was just drifting, just looking out the side window, and I saw the road just turned into an L. And I'm thinking it was right here. Right here is where I slammed. And I blacked out. I woke up in the back seat of the car. Driver's side tire, gone on the rim. Driver rear tire, gone on the rim. Car turned off. And I realized, like, I'm clear the fuck up here. I got no cell phone. Nobody knows where the hell I'm at. Nobody knows I took the car. And I tried to start this car, and you want to know what this little horsey did? It started right up, dude. And I drove this car on two wheels out of this track back onto this road here. Keep in mind, it was about 7:30. People are going to school. There's school buses on the road. People are going to work. And I am driving about 5 miles an hour on the side of this road, just and I finally get to the road that I have to take to get to my house. Well, I finally take a turn on that road, and I start going down, and I'm going down all nice and slow like. And as I get closer and closer and closer to where I need to be, my grandfather, and keep in mind, this is whose car I stole. I stole my grandpa's car. My grandpa is right here. He's right there at the mailbox. He's getting the paper. He's getting the mail. He doesn't know his car's gone. But guess who comes scraping down the road? There's sparks flying up into the windshield, up through the windows because they're broken. I broke them out. He's just standing there and he watches me. I looked at him as I pulled in, and the car died right here in the middle of the driveway. And I got out, and he looked at me and he saw that, like, I was walking and I was okay. He didn't know that I was higher than the day is long, higher than the sun is bright. Like, you want to anyway. He looked at me and he says, "You need to go tell your mother what you did." And I was like, "Oh, dude." So I walked inside and I tried to stay as far away from my mom as possible because she would have known that I was higher than the fucking. So I was like 30 feet away, and I was like, "Hey, mom, I wrecked the car." And mom being mom, she took one look at me and was like, "Come here." I got closer, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm I'm high. I'm high. I took ecstasy. Like, how many did you take? I was like, 6. Like, how many are you supposed to take? 1 or 2. And she's like, "What the do you need to go to the hospital?" I was like, "No, I'm good." And she's like, "Where's Chase?" Because that's who was with me, my buddy. And he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "He's asleep out in the tent." Because we were asleep out in the tent. And he's like, "He didn't go with you?" I was like, "No, he didn't want to go with." He's like, okay." And then my mom went to work. Like, it was just kind of like hit and miss. So anyway, I go out into the tent and I wake up Chase. I'm like, "Yo, dude, I crashed the fucking car. I crashed the car." And he's like, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." And I'm like, "Dude, I crashed the fucking car." And he didn't believe me. And I was like, "All right, whatever, dude. Fuck you. I'm going inside." And, like, I was just, like, sitting inside, just fucking rolling my nuts out. And I see him, he just comes walking across the driveway. He looks down the he looks down the driveway, and he sees the car crash and parked there, and he just shakes his head. He came inside, he goes, "Holy shit, dude, you crashed the car." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I did." He's like, "Did you get the gun out of the car?" And I went, "Oh, fuck!"